and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, then my name is Kashish, and in today's video, I'm going to be choosing my August TBR. So if you don't know what TBR means, it is to be read, which means that all of the books which I want to read in the month of August. And I'm going to be doing this with the help of my TBR jar. So I have a TBR shelf. I'm going to show that to you in a minute. I have 4 shelves filled with books I've not read yet, and there are 80 in total. And I flipped them so that I cannot see which book it is, and I'm randomly gonna choose a number, and the number which comes out, that book I'm gonna choose from my TBR shelf. So I plan on choosing 5 books because I feel like I would be able to read that many only for the month of August, because my college starts again and I don't think I'll get that much of time to get through more books. So let's get started. So this is my TBR shelf. I have 4 rows of unread books, and I'm gonna be choosing my August TBR from here. Okay, so let's choose the first book. Okay, so the first number is 10. Let me just get that book from here. Okay, so the first book is Enchantments by Catherine Harrison. I think I bought this book 3 years back in a book fair, and I think it's historical fiction. Rasputin's Daughter or Romanov Prince, a magical story. Yeah, it's a historical romance. So basically, I'll just read the blurb for you guys. The mad monk Rasputin has been murdered, his body found floating down the icy Neva River. In the belief that his daughter Masha possesses the mystic gift for healing, the imperial family summoned her to wait on the sickly young prince, Tsarevich Alyosha. But when the Bolshevik Revolution forces the Tsar to abdicate, the family and their attendants are placed under house arrest. Trapped together, Masha and Alyosha find unlikely solace in one another's company. From within the walls of the palace, the 2 teenagers create a private realm of magic and love as Masha introduces young Tsarevich to a wild and beautiful land he will never live to rule. Ooh, sounds interesting. I wanted to read this book for so long, but I just never get the chance to pick it up, and that's why this choosing my TBR shelf is like a very good thing that I'm doing for myself. So I'm really excited to read this one, and this is the first book. Let's choose our second book. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so the second number is 30. I'm gonna get that book from my shelf. 30. Okay, it's here only. The Christmas Party by Karen Swan. So I love Karen Swan. She's one of my favorite authors. Her books are amazing. Like, along with a romance plotline, there's also something entirely mysterious going on as well, which makes the book really interesting to read. And her characters have a lot of depth and flaws, which makes it really realistic for me to read. So I'll just read out the blurb for you guys. When Declan Lauren, the last remaining knight in Ireland, dies suddenly, an ancient title passes with him. But his estate on Ireland's rugged southwest coast is left to his 3 daughters. The 2 eldest, Otie and Pip, inherit in line with expectations. But to everyone's surprise and dismay, it is the errant baby of the family, Willow, who gets the castle. Why her? Something unknown, something terrible, made her turn her back on her family 3 years earlier, escaping to Dublin and vowing never to return. So when Willow quickly announces she is selling up, her revenge seems sweet and one close sister are pushed to breaking point. In desperation, Pip risks everything to secure her own future, and Ottie makes a decision that will ruin lives. It's each woman for herself. Before moving in, Corner Shea, the prospective new owner, negotiates throwing a lavish party at the castle just days before Christmas. His hello, their goodbye. But as their secrets begin to catch up with them, Otie, Willow, and Pip are forced to ask themselves which is harder, stepping into the future or letting go of the past. Oh my god, the blurb sounds amazing. I'm excited to pick this up. And let's move on to the next book. I'm just gonna stack them and then I'll show you in the again. So let's choose a third book then. Ooh, 9. So I think I've already read 9. Once again, I count. Yeah, I've already read the 9th one, so I'm gonna pick up something else. Number 4. Number 4. Oh, I've already read number 4. Again, we're gonna try again. Seven. I'll check this one. Wow, The Tattooist of Ostavish. So I bought this book again, I think 3 years back, and it's high time that I finally pick it up. I think I was actually gonna buddy read this one of my friends. I'll probably have to tell him that, I finally got this book, so let's start reading it. And I'm excited to read this. This is also a historical romance, and it is based during the Second World War, I think. Yeah, I'll just read out the blurb to you. I tattooed a number on her arm. She tattooed her name on my heart. In 1942, Leil Solovov arrived in Ostavish, Birkenau. He was given the job of tattooing the prisoners marked for survival, scratching numbers into his fellow victims' arms in indelible ink to create what would become one of the most potent symbols of the Holocaust. Waiting in line to be tattooed, terrified, shaking, was a young girl. For Leil, a dandy, a Jack the Lad, a bit of a chancer, it was love at first sight. And he was determined not only to survive himself, but to ensure this woman Geeta did too. So begins one of the most life-affirming, courageous, unforgettable and human stories of the Holocaust, the love story of the Tattooist of Ostavish. Oh my god, this sounds so nice and so heartbreaking at the same time. I hope this book is not heartbreaking because I kind of feel like it will be. But I am really excited to read it and finally get to this book after I don't know how many years. So I'm glad that this finally came up. And now let's choose the 4th book for my August TBR. This is so much fun. So we have the number 13. 13. Okay, so we have an interesting book here. So I got A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. So this is the first book in the Hades and Persephone retelling. I don't know if it's a retelling, I don't know what it is. I know that there is Hades and Persephone in this book. One of my friends loves this series and she's been behind my back for the past 2 years to read it. So I finally bought the first one a while back. I bought it this year only, and I actually didn't want a series to come out because I thought that if I read the first one, then I would want to read the second one, and the series is still incomplete. So I feel like I'm gonna put this back and choose something else. I'm so sorry, I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I think my reasoning is genuine because the series is not complete. I don't want to read the first 3 books. I will definitely pick it up when the 4th book comes out. So I'm just gonna put this back and choose another one. Okay, so let's choose the next book. The 4th one only, but like something else. Okay, 51. 51, 51. Okay, so we have our fourth book, which is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I also bought this book 3 years back. I really need to read this book because it's been such a long time and they've been just sitting on my shelf for so long. I'll just read out the blurb for you. I've lost it. The only thing in the world I wasn't supposed to lose. My engagement ring. It's been in Magnus's family for 3 generations, and now the very same day his parents are coming, I've lost it. The very same day. Do not hyperventilate, Poppy. Stay positive. A couple of glasses of bubbly with the girls and Poppy's life has gone into meltdown. Not only has she lost her engagement ring, but in the panic that followed, she's lost her phone too. When she spots an abandoned phone in a bin, it seems it was meant to be. Finders keepers. Except the phone's owner, elusive businessman Sam Roxton, doesn't agree. He wants his phone back and doesn't appreciate Poppy reading all his messages and wading into his personal life. Can things get any more tangled? Interesting blurb. Sounds interesting. Like, it doesn't excite me as much like reading the blurb, but I still feel like the concept is interesting. So I really hope I like it. And this is the 4th book. And so let's choose our last book for this month's TBR. Sorry, yeah, this month's August TBR, yeah. Okay, 53. Okay, so the 5th book for the 5th book which I'll be reading in August is The Selection by Kira Cass. Okay, so I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this series. So I'm a bit skeptical starting this because it's a 5-book series and it's a big commitment. So I don't know if I want to read this next month, but I feel like I've already put back 1 book because that was a series. But since this is complete, I think I will pick this up and be fair to this challenge and my TBR shelf. So this is the 5th book, The Selection, and I'll just read out the blurb to you. In a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels, The Selection is the chance of a lifetime to compete for gorgeous Prince Maxon's heart. But for America's singer, it means turning her back on her secret love and leaving home for a prize she doesn't want. Then America meets Maxon and all her plans start to crumble. Can the life she's always dreamed of compare to a future she never imagined? Oh, I just remembered, this is a love triangle. I don't specifically love triangles. I don't specifically like love triangles, but I'm hoping that this will be nice. So that's it. This is the last book. I'll just show you all the books one by one again. So the first one is Enchantments. The second one was The Christmas Party by Karen Swan. The third one was The Tattooist of Ostavish. And the fourth one is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. Sophie Kinsella, yeah. And The Selection by Kira Cass. So I guess these are the 5 books that I'll be reading in the month of August, and something else if I feel like reading it. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you next week in another exciting video. Bye bye.